What is up, guys? Welcome to Virtual Redban number 671, Nintendo VR. Is there a VR headset from Nintendo? We'll talk about that in a second. Is this frame rate weird? Why does this seem weird? Yeah, it's a little weird. The hell? This is what happens if I... What the hell? Does that look weird to you guys? Or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Looks weird. Maybe it's this monitor. No, it's weird. What in gosh darn it, what's happening here? Let me see real quick, guys. I'm sorry. This is not how I wanted to start the freaking show. Guess we'll just deal with that. I don't even know where that would be. Huh. Okay. That is very, very weird. Is there a filter on it? No. Is it look weird to you guys? Or is it just me? It's like a weird frame rate, right? What? Hold on. What does this do? There we go. Okay. It was in some weird mode. Anyways, welcome to Virtual Redman number 671. Yes, Nintendo VR. That's right. There is some news maybe about Nintendo releasing their own standalone VR headset. We'll take a look at that and other things. But first, happy Friday. I am drinking my first drink of the night. Cheers to you guys if you are having a little drink. I decided to go early. Tonight because I didn't have a virtual Redban all week today. I didn't have one Tuesday, which I normally do. I think my last one was a week ago. So I thought, let's just go early. Let's do a super early show. So happy Friday to you guys. If you want to get a Death Squad mug or if you want any Death Squad merchandise, you could always go to shopsquad.tv. That's the official merchandise of the Death Squad universe. We have shirts, hats, mugs, even the new stickers that came out. You can get them, and the sticker packs, you can get them with like a glow-in-the-dark pen. You can get a bunch of new stickers, or if you just get the patch pack, or if you buy anything, usually a lot of people don't know this. If you buy like a t-shirt or a mug or anything like that, I usually sign a sticker and throw it in there. So you can always get a little autograph sticker. But we have a bunch of new shirts. We got a bunch of new mugs, including the blue mug, a new version of the blue mug that's in stock right now. It's a little bit different than the other guys. But anyways, all that can be found at shopsquad.tv, or you can always go to deathsquad.tv, the original website, where not only do we have all of the links at the top, including Shop Squad, including my Instagram and Twitter, or including Kill Tony's YouTube. Yes, Kill Tony's YouTube. If you missed episode 626, you got to check that out. That was Monday. Joe DeRosa and David Lucas. And fun fact, we hit our first 2 million downloaded episode or viewed episode. The Post Malone episode is at 2.1 million views in 2 weeks. How crazy is that? But the episode that came out Monday, it's almost at 1 million. We're doing good here, guys. It's really picking up steam here. But this was a funny episode. I usually talk to you guys about it on Tuesday. Just having David and Joe DeRosa together is always funny. A lot of fun surprises and things like that. So check out Kill Tony, episode number 626. Check out all of them. They could all be found at deathsquad.tv, including the YouTubes. Every episode of Kill Tony is there. You can also click on this right here, the Sunset Strip Comedy Club. That's my comedy club here in Austin, Texas. Last night we had an amazing secret show. Learned something new. Austin is like Texas is like the #1 state for football. I mean, people live and die football. And nothing was more apparent than last night when it was whatever the NFL's the first NFL game, the season opener, whatever. Even though Texas wasn't even playing in that, holy shit! Last night, all of 6th Street, the city was just shut down almost. Like it was like the Super Bowl was on. But man, last night's show was great. We had 17 comedians on, but damn, the audience was not there last night. And then I went to other clubs because I was like, is it just this club? No, every club was fucking dead last night because that fucking football game, that is crazy. Season opener, it's crazy. That would do that so much. Never would have thought that. Anyways, but you guys missed out on a great show. So boom, you're lost. Anyways, you got to check it out. We have shows all day, every day. Tonight we have shows. Tomorrow we have Shadow Band. Supposedly, I heard that Sam Tripoli might be going on it, but I'm not sure because I think he's doing something with Rogan, so I don't know how. But Sam Tripoli's in town right now. But we have shows every day, bunch of fun stuff. Cam's show, Cam Patterson from Kill Tony. He has a show every other week called Black and Mild every other Wednesday. And of course, my show, The Secret Show, every single Thursday. Check it out. Always a lot of fun. We had Rocky Dale Davis on last night. We had Cam Patterson on last night. We just had so much fun last night. So many comics. And that's every single Thursday at the Sunset Strip. Go to sunsetstripatx.com or everything I just talked about, Shop Squad and Kill Tony and all the YouTube video pages. Anyways, that could all be found at deathsquad.tv. So there you go. Make it easy for you. Boom. Simple, simple, simple. Hi, guys. Missed you. How are you guys doing in the chat room? Did the Lions win last night? Did the Lions win? I don't even know who played last night, guys. That's Oh, one thing else I wanted to do. Brian, where were you? Why didn't you stream Virtual Redban Tuesday like you normally do? Well, guys, I had a busy ass fucking week. Sunday, I had the Luis J. Gomez and all the guys at my club, and they were doing a podcast, the Real Ass Podcast, which just dropped today. So if you haven't seen that yet, you can check it out on Luis J. Gomez YouTube page. It was a lot of fun. It had Mark Norman, Shane Gillis, Ari Shafir, Tony dropped in halfway through, Zach and Miko, Lewis. It was great. It was a fun. I love hanging out with some of my favorite people to hang out with. Just some of the funniest motherfuckers ever. And Lewis talking about his hotel stay at the Omni Hotel. Insane. I don't even know what's going on here.
So I'd be really, really careful. The internet doesn't work. They kicked me out because I complained about it. Literally. Just so you know.
Good view.
There's security guards right here. The cops have been super helpful, but...
Well, they're talking about the Omni Hotel.
Do their job, but this fucking hotel is...
Oh my God, he's about to smack you.
Anyways, check it out. Very fun. It's on Luis J. Gomez's YouTube page. And also, while we're at it, Luis J. Gomez's new special is out right now.
Together for the Puerto Rican rattlesnake.
It's called 30 Minutes with Luis J. Gomez.
Gomez!
If you're not threatening to kill yourself, were you ever really in love?
Someone help me!
Anyways, you can check that out for free on Lewis's website or YouTube page. All of it can be found there. So that's what I was doing Sunday. So Sunday, normally I edit Kill Tony or finish editing Kill Tony. So I did this. I had to work Saturday, and then I did this Sunday, and then Monday, of course, we had Kill Tony. So I was doing Kill Tony, and when I tell you that was the episode we recorded Monday, one of the most insane episodes ever recorded of Kill Tony, ever. It was one of the most craziest episodes ever. I would say #1 most fucked up crazy episode we've ever recorded. So you can see that in 3 weeks. And And then Tuesday, when I normally do virtual Redban, I actually had another show to do. Jeremiah Watkins was in town, and I did his improv show, Stand Up on the Spot, which is, if I'm telling you right now, when you're a comedian, doing improv, unless you're an improv comic, it's a different muscle. You know, it's a completely different muscle than doing stand up. Stand up is like, you know, you're working on your stand up, you're making bits, you're making a story, and you're adding jokes to it. But when you're doing improv, pretty much, if you haven't watched this show, Stand Up on the Spot, it's kind of like the show we used to do together called Thunder Pussy. People yell out things from the audience, just say like taco, and you're not allowed to use your material, and you just kind of have to riff off of it. And I haven't done this in like 5 or 6 years, and I was so fucking nervous to do it. But the feedback I've been getting, that I was one of the best ones on the show. So I can't wait for you to see that. That will be eventually released on YouTube, and I will let you guys know about it when that is. So that's what I was doing Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I was going to try to do virtual Redban, but I was so tired, man, for 3 nights in a row, being downtown, drinking, doing comedy, doing podcasts, doing shows, that I just fell asleep early. And then last night we had secret show. So that's where I've been. So that's my excuse. Oh shit. Goat eggs. Holy shit. Thanks for the $20. Thank you for being a pair. Well, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the tip, you poo. Goat eggs. So yeah, getting nervous, but yeah, it's funny. Right when I did it, after I did the improv, it immediately made me want to do more. Like I kind of want to just start doing stand-up comedy, where I go up there and do that every time I do stand-up. But that's, you know, getting the audience to yell at you and stuff. It's kind of a no-no, because then you're just opening that door to, then every comic thinks that, or every time a comic goes on stage, that they think they can yell at them and stuff. So people don't like that. Other comics don't like that, you know. So yeah. Okay. What else, guys? How are you else? You guys, you saw Janice dancing in her underwear on my Instagram? Yes. She's got to work on that twerk, right? Okay, let's get into this. Let's first start off with the whole title of Nintendo working on VR? Huh? Well, lately, Nintendo has been getting bombarded with a bunch of different rumors. And it started with the recent rumors of them demoing a Switch 2. You know, the Nintendo Switch has been out for a while. I think the original one came out, I don't know, 5-7 years ago. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but it's been a while, right? So a lot of, you know, people think that Nintendo has been working on a Switch 2, and we're getting more and more rumors that it is already being demoed. It's almost ready for launch. We might actually see this sooner than later. And the Switch, you know, Nintendo Switch is one of the biggest video game consoles still. And when they released it, it was underpowered. You know, it wasn't that powerful. It was pretty much just a tad slower than the new consoles from the other ones, but slow enough where it's a pretty big difference between like what was the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. You know, even I would say today the PS4, you know, the games on PS4 are way better for Switch, you know, still. You know, and Nintendo's good at taking an underpowered machine like with games like Zelda and Mario and still making the games look good. And that's what Nintendo's really good at, knowing their hardware and stuff like that. Well, this new rumor is saying that, you know, the Switch 2 has been seen at GamersCon last month. And according to it, it was doing specs comparable. I mean, the visuals were comparable to a PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty powerful machine. Now, all of this rumors of the Switch, who really cares? What we want to hear is this Nintendo virtual reality rumor. Well, this is another rumor that came out, and they're just getting hit by all these rumors. This was published 4 days ago. This leaker claims that Nintendo has a standalone VR device in development. It will allegedly function independently from the long-rumored Switch 2, but it may have some cross functionality. So if they're going to release a new Switch 2, I could see them possibly announcing at least maybe a VR headset along with it. Nash Weedle, a Spanish leaker who accurately predicted the existence of Metroid Dread approximately a year before its announcement, is now claiming that Nintendo is currently working on a standalone VR device that they're already testing its prototype. In the post below, Nash goes over several alleged details regarding this device. They state it will function independently from the wildly rumored Switch 2. They state that it will be a mixed reality device, kind of like Apple's mixed reality headset, and that Google is somehow involved in its development. They further add a fan-rendered image of what the device may look like. Now, this is, again, not anything official. This is just people wanting to be different colors and, yeah, based on nothing. In a follow-up the next day, Nash elaborated on the connection to Google, stating that a Google subsidiary has patents for micro-LED panels, which Weedle claims are being used in the VR device prototype. It's recommended to, of course, take everything with a grain of salt, because nothing has been confirmed. However, this leak is potentially corroborated by a patent Nintendo filed back in November of last year. As broken down by a Reddit user, the patent revolves around a potential VR unit being able to transfer information to a separate device so that the two individuals can interact in the 3D space captured by the VR unit. The user gives the example of a VR player interacting with a live chessboard in a VR space while another person's on a smartphone, being able to see the chessboard. If the link and patent are connected, they are indeed related to a VR device that is actually in development at Nintendo, then it's likely that the device will have some sort of cross functionality with the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2. So they're saying that they can see the patent being like, this could be making it, where it works together. Like you have a VR headset and you could do things on the Switch and vice versa, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it sounds completely legit to me. Nintendo has always been, of course, a fan of VR. They were one of the first to release their old VR back in the day, Virtual Boy. If you guys know what Virtual Boy is, right? I mean, that wasn't really VR, but it was the closest thing to VR that you could get at the time. You might remember this. I remember the Virtual Boy being at my local store, Myers, which is a department store in Ohio. It launched in 1995 and discontinued in 1985. The thing was expensive. It also was like this very weird design. I mean, it was this big helmet. It had like a tripod on the bottom of it so that you had to like kind of just like lean against it. You weren't putting it on your head. You kind of had to just put your head up to it, which was stupid. I remember as a kid, I just thought it was really dumb. Let's take a video, or take a listen to this guy named James' channel.
Symmetrical. The L and R buttons on this are round like the front buttons. They feel pretty nice too. The power switch is actually on the controller, not the console, which makes sense because that's where the batteries are. Battery life on this thing is about 4 hours, which can get expensive in a hurry. Nintendo thought of this though and sold an adapter tap separately, which allowed you to use your Super Nintendo power supply. If you didn't already have a Super Nintendo, you could also buy the Super Nintendo power supply separately to the separate adapter tap for the Virtual Boy. You could also buy replacement eye shades. These are removable. They knew that.
Look at that. That's pretty much exactly the same as the, on a VR headset. Same shit.
would get gross and disgusting. These are a real problem for collectors now. A lot of people make their own. Many Virtual Boys turn up without them at all, which makes it pretty awful to play. You really need to keep the light out of your face. Stand is removable and folds up for storage or for transport. Underneath it has the cartridge slot, controller/power port, an EXT port, which was going to be used for linking systems together but never did, headphones and volume. On top there's an IPD control, which is the distance between the centers of your eye.
It even has IPD, like the same thing that headsets now that can control the, you know, how far the lenses are from your eyes and stuff. I mean, pretty much everything they're talking about is a headset of today.
And a focus slider, which is self-explanatory. If you want to play this for an extended period, you really need the perfect height table and chair. I don't have those, it's just going to be uncomfortable. I found this position is best for playing the Virtual Boy, hands around the base. Many people will try and hold the controller like this, squished up against your body. It's not very good. This way is best. Except I'm not going to be able to play like that today because I have to use this ghetto capture rig, which is literally my old iPhone strapped to the front of it. Nintendo actually recommended that people under 7 years old don't play this for extended periods, and they added this automatic pause option, which pauses the game every 15 to 30 minutes. I don't want that.
God, how annoying would that be?
This is Mario's Tennis. This has some excellent 3D effects with the ball, which you won't be able to enjoy any of because I can only record one side of the Virtual Boy, and you can probably only play back.
So it was cool. I mean, it looked cool. The 3D effect was pretty cool. It was annoying to use. It was super expensive. It didn't sell at all. Like, it got discontinued the same year it was released. This is just like an example of Nintendo has been wanting to do something like this for a while. And the idea of them releasing a VR headset, it doesn't seem that crazy to me at all. The games were pretty cool. You can actually get emulations of these games. If you guys collect ROMs, you can get
right now
these games.
Boss in the middle of think. It's a really solid Wario Land game. Ow.
And the graphics were pretty sweet for what it was.
Yeah. We've got two main PCBs. I tried looking up what all the chips are so I could tell you, but I didn't find anything particularly conclusive, and I don't want to lie to you. So these chips make it work. There's a little board here with the EXT port and the controller port. This little black thing here is a DC to DC converter to make sure the voltage is all...
Anyways, if you want to watch the whole video, James' channel on YouTube, it's called the Nintendo Virtual Boy, has the whole thing. So there you go. Nothing crazy, just some rumors, some patents that have something to do with a virtual headset, and the Switch 2, which is about to come out any day now. It's probably going to be announced. I would love to see it this year, but who knows when they're going to do that. But a new Switch would be pretty cool. So there you go. Oh, Goat Eggs gifted a membership to Ian. Congratulations, Ian. Goat Eggs is being Santa Claus today. Thanks a lot, Goat Eggs. What do you guys think about this thing? I remember that in the Power Glove was ahead of its time. Oh yes, the sweet Power Glove, which, I mean, if you think about it, there's so many VR type Power Glove type things out now. It's kind of crazy. They were way ahead of their time when it came to the Power Glove and the VR Virtual Boy. Yeah, Virtual Boy was pretty dope for its time. Yeah. We called the Virtual Boy Virtual Headache, one to follow. Hilarious. Yeah, it wasn't fun to use. I mean, I only used it at the department store because none of my friends, even my rich friends, you had those rich friends that had everything. Like my friend had pretty much every single video game and every toy. He never even got that one. Because when you would go to the store and try it out, it just seemed so goofy. Like however expensive it was too expensive and too goofy. It just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't seem that cool when it came out. I wouldn't mind having one of them, but I don't know. Silicone molds are easy now. Mold your head. Yeah. a guy on YouTube made a Virtual Boy handheld system, pretty dope, and you could cool to see the process. Really, a handheld Virtual Boy handheld system? Let me see if I can find that. Oh yeah, Shank Mods. Nothing to do with Sarah Weinshank. Look at this.
The world's first handheld Virtual Boy.
What?
And it took me almost a year to build. Make no mistake, this is not a Virtual Boy emulator. Inside this handheld is an actual Virtual Boy motherboard from a damaged Virtual Boy, along with lots of custom hardware, electronics, and code. This project is one of the most difficult and ambitious projects I've ever taken on. Being the first of its kind, I had countless unexpected issues and setbacks that pushed me to the edge of just giving up on this project.
Oh, it was 30 volts. No. My screen's probably cooked. So, I've never seen anything like this. Look, AC interference is what
Yeah,
triggers.
this seems like a young kid.
But that
doing
leaves
this.
a lot of questions. How is this all possible? And why?
That's pretty cool. I mean, the only problem is that, how many systems did they sell? Wow, look at that. Yeah, the only problem is that Virtual Boy handheld system is not in 3D, which is kind of the whole point of it. You know, playing the actual games, you could already do that with like ROMs. Like I have this hard drive right here that I think I've shown you guys on Virtual Redban. This has every single Virtual Boy video game on it, along with some other things. But you can get the ROMs for all that stuff now. So yeah, I mean, it's cool that you use the original hardware and stuff, and there's something to that, but it's also kind of like, yeah, if it's not in 3D, who cares? Brian, have you seen the Nintendo Labo? Yeah, they did do that, right? If I remember, the Nintendo Labo was pretty much like Google Cardboard, if you remember that. Google had this thing where you literally got a bunch of cardboard and it made it so your phone could go into the cardboard, and it was just like a ghetto version of a VR headset, pretty much. Nintendo did it with the Switch. They had that those cute little things that for your kids to build Nintendo things. Like, here, I'll just take a look at this. This is video game Donkey. Oh, I love Donkey.
God, it's here. It's finally here. Nintendo Labo. I guess this comes that the rate and 80 down. That's the power of HD Rumble. Okay, so the game, it shows you, you know, it takes you step by step, you know, how to make these things. You have to make them out of these
Did any of you guys do
cardboard
this?
sheets.
Did any of you guys do this Labo? It always seemed like it was fun, but it was one of those things where if I had kids, I think I would have fun doing it, but I'm not going to do all this. But it's just, I mean, that's just kind of cool that Nintendo did this. They pretty much made all this cardboard shit you bought and did cool things with it.
Perfect.
Now, Donkey's being crazy. Oh, look at that. He has a guinea pig? I didn't know he had a guinea pig. Oh, look at that guinea pig he has. How adorable. I love guinea pigs. All right, let me do the headset. Here.
To make your own VR game, the new Nintendo Labo kits let you do just that. And Kevin, you and I just got a chance to experience it. Labo is, of course, Nintendo's sort of cardboard-based creation system. You can make what they call Toy-Cons, which are like various peripherals. So this is actually pack 4, and it's the VR pack.
This kit comes with 5 Toy-Cons.
I guess it's sort of technically 6 because there's the goggles that you
Yes,
make, but
the
the goggles
goggles.
then plug into each different one.
Yeah, the goggles slot into all the other Toy-Cons. And
This is kind of cool. And this. I mean, you know, for sure. This is definitely another thing that Nintendo has done that for sure is it's a VR Nintendo Labo. Like they love VR. Like unlike Xbox, which refuses to even acknowledge VR, Nintendo has been doing these little nods to VR for quite some longer than anybody. So I'm starting to believe this rumor more and more, and especially with the Switch 2 coming out, I could see this being announced alongside of it, maybe. Who knows? With Apple and Oculus taking over, I mean, Oculus is just pretty much taking over that $500, $600 VR space. Nintendo's like, wait a second, this is our space. We need to get in there.
And that's how you play their corresponding mini games.
Yeah, it's literally a switch that you slide in front of these goggles, which then turn the Switch's screen into sort of a stereoscopic 3D kind of thing.
I was actually really impressed by that. I think before anytime I see
Have you any of you guys in the chat actually used this before? I didn't know it actually came with like lenses and stuff. This might actually be fun to play some Nintendo VR. I never knew about this. I knew about it, but I didn't know it was this good, I guess, or this advanced, or you know what I'm talking about. I thought it was more ghetto.
see the Labo, I always wonder, how is this going to work?
One thing that actually stuck out to me too was that it did feel, I kind of hesitate to use the term one-to-one, but the Labo did feel very accurate to what I was doing.
Wow, look at
Like
that.
there wasn't any really noticeable lag. It wasn't like totally uncalibrated from what we were trying to do. It worked.
That looks really annoying though. I mean, I'm surprised that somebody hasn't like released a, I don't know. This, well, I'm sure they have. I bet Nintendo, or I bet there's third parties that have made like accessories that snap onto the Switch to do the same thing, but without this goofy cardboard joystick thing.
Yeah, the head tracking is very accurate.
So let's talk about some of those experiences.
Wow, look at that.
And the first one we played was the Blaster.
The Blaster
Wow,
is
that looks cool.
essentially an on-rails light gun game. So it takes you automatically through this little
That
city.
looks cool.
Definitely doesn't seem like there's very much depth to it. It's definitely one of those typical Labo mini games where you play it for a couple of minutes and you think it's neat, but don't really come back to it. But I enjoyed it for what it was.
I feel like that's going to be the
I'm actually really surprised about this. This is way better than I thought it was. I don't want to do it or buy it, but this came out 4 years ago, guys. They probably released this and thought, shit, we should start making a VR helmet. This is really good for us. Look at those hippos, those hungry hippos. Is this hungry hippos? Is this virtual hungry hippos? I love it.
thought about a lot of these, but unfortunately there's more than just the minigames that are included.
Yes.
Because in addition to the Blaster, there's the Elephant Toy-Con. I'm not really sure why they chose to style it after an elephant, because you're not an elephant in
That
the
one,
game.
yeah, I don't understand that one thematically at all. That one I think was probably my least favorite of them, just because it
Ooh,
was
look at that.
essentially-
That's a decent drawing game. I mean drawing, look at that. That's actually the textures of this drawing and the shadows and stuff like that. That's actually a really nice drawing game for VR.
a 3D art tool.
Or 3D art
maneuvering
tool, I
the
guess.
trunk of the elephant around, and you're using that to just kind of like draw objects in a 3D space. And there were a lot of tools. You could change colors.
This
you
is
could
a
add
lot like
points to it and
Google's
stuff. You
version.
could rotate
Wait
the-
a second. I mean, if any of you has ever used Google's drawing VR thing, maybe somebody in the chat can help me out. It's drawing a blank. But, you know, one of my favorite things ever that was Google had their own art drawing game for virtual reality that they discontinued. What is it fucking called? I can't remember. Google. Anyways, if you ever played that Google drawing VR thing that I can't remember the name of, Tilt Brush. Thank you, Mr. Magoo. How you doing, Mr. Magoo? Yes, Tilt Brush. This looks exactly like Tiltbrush's menu. Look at this.
If you're not very artistically inclined like I am, there's no real incentive to play that one.
Sure, and that was.
But look at this.
A 3D art tool. And you're maneuvering
Right.
the trunk of the elephant around.
Right here, like just picking the brushes and stuff. That looks
kind of
so much like Tilt Brush. Doing these like shapes and stuff look like Tilt Brush.
Objects in a 3D.
And didn't we just say that rumor earlier, that patent had something to do with Google and Nintendo together? Doesn't this seem like maybe Nintendo kind of got in bed with Google a little for this Tilt Brush clone? I mean, this seems like a little bit of a Tilt Brush clone. Maybe Google and Nintendo are in bed together doing some naughty things.
Trunk of the elephant around, and you're using that to just kind of like draw objects in a 3D space. And there were a lot of tools. You could change colors, you could add effects to it and stuff. You could rotate the object in 3D. But I feel like if you're not very artistically inclined like I am, there's no real incentive to play that one.
Sure, and that was kind of like
Jesus,
the
dude, you
first
sound like
game you can do with that.
you
Then
sound
there was
like
sort
fun to
of those,
be
like,
with.
Rube Goldberg style puzzle machines that you can also play with that Toy-Con.
That looks fun. Man, these look fun. That looks like, what is that game? The Impossible Machine? Any of you old fucks like me remember the Impossible? Is that the name of it? Impossible Machine? I love that. It was one of my first PC games I got. I
Each
fell
Toy-Con
in
has
love.
like a secondary mini game. We didn't really get to try those though.
Yeah.
We only tried one of each.
Yeah, from what they pitched us though, it seems like the secondary minigames are where you're
That
going
looks
to
like
have
Pilot
more
Wings.
fun. Like the first one seems to introduce you to the mechanics of how this Toy-Con works. The second one really explores like having more fun with it, for lack of a better term. The Rube Goldberg style puzzles were much more complex, and you could actually build your own. And that's way more in depth than just a drawing kit.
Yeah.
The next one we played probably had the least amount of depth, I would say, which was the Frog. The least amount of depth as far as gameplay, but it does have a really cool kind of extra 4D experience with
Yeah,
it.
I think like sensory-wise, that one was probably the most memorable of the bunch because that one was controlled with what a Toy-Con they called the wind pedal. It was a pedal that
Look
you
at that.
lay down on the floor, and then when you press it with your foot, it would just kind of like
Are you fucking kidding me right now? They had a wind pedal that when you pushed it, it blew wind on you to make you even more immersed in the VR headset thing. Look at this shit, dude. This shit is smart as fuck. How did they not win any? Did they win awards for this? They should be winning awards. Nintendo Lab should have won a bunch of awards. That shit's fucking smart, dude. Shit's actually really smart and cool. Because, I've talked about this before, but when certain VR games, if I have people come over to my house and they want to try VR, one of the things I would always do is put a box fan in front of them if it's supposed to be windy in the game, and I would just turn it on slowly so they feel a slight wind on them. That's something I've been doing from day one of the first time I ever did VR. That's fucking smart. Now, I paused it right before they explained what this was supposed to be doing, so maybe that's not what it's for, but it has to be, right?
a Toy-Con they called the wind pedal. It was a pedal that you'd lay down on the floor, and then when you'd press it with your foot, it would just kind of like cause this fan to flap up and blow air into your face. So you're pressing down the wind pedal to make this frog in the game leap upward. And as you do that, you'd feel the wind in your face. So it was
cool.
very trippy.
Hell yeah!
Feel the wind
That's
as you
fucking
see the frog
cool.
jump.
The final one we played of the Toy-Cons was the camera.
Yes.
That one was probably my favorite, I'd have to say. Your object is to look around and snap pictures of various animals. You literally twist like what would be a focus ring of a real camera. You snap the shoulder button of the Joy-Con that's inserted on the side to take your picture.
Yes, this is all cardboard. Nintendo Labs is just like you literally get a bunch of cardboard and you make all these things. It's actually kind of cool. If I had kids, this is awesome for kids. But I kind of like just looking at this shit, I kind of want to do this. I'm not going to lie.
And that felt really cool.
That one was like the only mini game that we got to play that actually tried to approach a more realistic visual style.
Yeah.
So it was very neat to look around the water and see all the different animals swimming around.
And in general, it all just kind of reminded me of Pokemon Snap. It made me want that even more. This is literally the perfect device for playing a new Pokemon Snap game.
It is perfectly suited for it.
Please, Nintendo, make that happen.
It would be a shame if that doesn't happen now.
After we were done with those Toy Cons, we got to play in what they call the VR Plaza, which is paired with the Labo Garage, or the Toy Con Garage rather, but it seems to be much more in depth than the initial garage. You can literally make VR games of your own.
Wow. You guys see this? If you guys have kids, wait a second. Is this thing even available to buy anymore? That'd be a shame if it wasn't. Nintendo Labs VR. Oh yeah, it's still available. Oh, and it's got good reviews. It's $100. It says there's a recent price increase. Blah. Looks like 30 days ago it was a lot cheaper. So maybe wait, I don't know. That's cool. I mean, this came out 4 years ago. It's still available. So I'm on the fence, guys. I'm on the fence about trying this out. I know it's just cardboard and shit, but it might be just fun to try it out. All the reviews are perfect. Great product, but it breaks. Yeah, I'm sure it breaks over time. This is something you do. You use it for a while and then it's done. They should release versions of it, or somebody like on Etsy or something like that should release versions of it that like maybe 3D printed version of this. So it you could have like a version that lasts longer, that's not made out of cardboard. See, that's what I'm saying. Is there a third party that has made like the same shit that you could just be like, instead of having all this cardboard, you actually have like a plastic version of it, you know, that's a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe that's all the fun. You build it and then you use it and it breaks and then you cry. $100 for some $100 for some cardboard. Isn't that crazy, guys? $100 for some fucking cardboard. Oh, wait. Oh. Wait a second. Is there multiple versions of this? Oh, no, that's just somebody trying to make extra money. Oh, no, there is. Guys, I just found out something. This is going to blow your mind. What we saw was just one of the VR. If you want the full VR, if you want the big daddy, if you want all the things we just saw, like the elephant, the shooter, the camera, everything, it costs more than $99. You are spending $300 on cardboard. Nintendo, you brilliant bastards. How are you fucking so smart, Nintendo? You sons of bitches. You guys are crazy. What the fuck? Holy shit balls. So you could buy the one we were just looking at, came with one for $99, and you could buy additional things from $30 to $40. Holy shit. Let's crowdfund this for Redban. I mean, I feel like I want to try it, but I also feel like this is just stupid. You know, I mean, I think this would be good for kids, but I think when, you know, I use real VR and stuff, and while I appreciate, you know, making something and having the wind whiff in my ear, and I'm sure the games are high quality Nintendo style games, but it's still like, that's fucking $300 and it's cardboard, and you know I will use it once or twice and then I will be like, great, now I have all this fucking shit. Where do I store all these cardboard things? so you put it in a box and like something falls on it and it's crushed and now it doesn't work anymore. And you're like, man, I spent $300 on cardboard. Yeah, that's the shit that I don't like. That's kind of fucked up. And holy shit, while I've been talking, there's been some activity. Guys, thank you, Frank Poe. Another Santa Claus is here. Frank Poe just gifted a membership to Ernest. Congratulations, Ernest, and thank you, Frank. Oh shit, Frank just gifted another membership. Santa Claus is in the chat. Whoop! Just got gifted a membership. Thank you, Frank. Congratulations, guys. Welcome to what he's gifting is that I have a membership on YouTube. It's $5 a month. I put a bunch of random videos and stuff, like blog style videos in there for you guys. I also have deleted episodes. A lot of these episodes of Virtual Redban do get deleted a lot of times for copyright reasons and shit like that. But I just put them up there. So if you guys want to see some of the deleted episodes and just extra blog stuff or just want to help the channel, thank you, Frank, for getting them involved with that. Yeah, I have some stuff I need to upload. I have a lot of stuff that is coming soon that I'm going to upload both to my YouTube channel and my memberships. I'm going to focus a lot more on my YouTube channel, I think. Even though I need to just start a new YouTube channel because this YouTube channel is cursed. This YouTube channel that I'm on right now, Redban, it's really old. And, when I did the Carlos Mencia videos back in the day, I got banned. And there was like lawsuit shit involved, maybe. And then I created another channel. I think it was just Redban 2. Is that even still up? I think it is. Yeah, so then I started Redban, youtube.com/Redban2, because my Redban channel was deleted. And then they deleted Redban 2. I don't think I ever did Redban 3. No, I never did Redban 3. But then like 5 years later, YouTube just out of, when I think I started JRE, they just undeleted all my Redbans. But there's something on my Redban's channels, like it's weird. I don't know what it is. You could say people like to throw that word shadow banned around, and I don't really believe it too much, but there is something funky with my channel for sure. People never get notifications when I go live or any of that stuff. All these videos that you're watching get flagged immediately for being inappropriate, and of course, when you're doing virtual reality, there's so much copyright music in what I do and stuff, and I try to avoid it as much as possible. But like this channel is just destined for it's just not. I should just start over with I should make a virtual Redban channel. I should make a channel for this and that and that. I should do that, but maybe I will. But I have some new ideas that I bought a brand new camera like 6 months ago. I haven't even used it yet, but it's one of like the best cameras in the world. It's an amazing camera, and I haven't even used it yet. And I had all these ideas to do this new YouTube series, and I don't know. It's just being burnt out is something that I was dealing with a lot this year with a lot of different things. But I'm starting to come around. Starting to get less burnout, I guess, and maybe it's the testosterone or the T. Maybe that's helping me, but I also think it's just a couple things in my life that has changed recently. So hopefully maybe I should just start that. So look for some new stuff, but also the subscription, the blog stuff that you're seeing. If you're a member on YouTube right now, that's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, a lot of stuff from my comedy club, green room stuff and shit like that. There's a lot of stuff actually I need to upload to that I've filmed. So look for that. Actually, I think there's something, is there something that I Did I do that or not? Something I think I put up last night, maybe. Oh yeah, you know, there's like shit like this. You might remember one of the guys as being a golden ticket winner from Kill Tony, and the other guy being Jamar Neighbors. This is something from my Instagram right last night. Oh, Holtzman was back last night too, but.
All right, ready?
We're gonna go first.
What's your name?
Martin.
Martin. All right. It's me and Martin. We're gonna do the rip off. 3, 2, 1.
He is doing it better than you.
Wait, motherfucker. He's pretty good. That's the rip off.
So there you go. Check out my Instagram. But oh shit, Jeremy L just became a member to my YouTube page. Welcome, Jeremy. You'll get to see some really fun shit soon. All right, guys. What time is it? All right, cool. You know, I'm gonna smoke a little green tea right now. I've been doing it already for a lot of tonight's episode, but I am going to clean it out and do a proper hit. We got some new games to look at. We got some other news to talk about. There's some interesting things here, especially since I didn't do a episode earlier this week. We got some interesting stuff to talk about, I guess. Love Jamar. Me too. I love Jamar also. It's pretty cool because Jamar just moved here now. You know, he was going back and forth from LA to Austin a lot now, but he just got a new place. And then we had Shane Gillis just announced on that Real Ass podcast that I was talking about earlier with Louis J. Gomez at Sunset. Shane Gillis announced that he is now moving to Austin, Texas. So it's just kind of cool when you're a comedian and all your favorite people are all moving to the same place. It's kind of fucking cool. Even in LA, we had a lot of people, but Austin seems like, oh wait, no, we're getting people from New York, LA, Florida. Like we're getting like, you know, it's becoming a huge comedy turf war. Not turf war, but when, you know, comedians are often saying that it's a huge family. It's a small, huge family of comedians. Man, it's just growing every day now. It's kind of getting fucking cool. Excuse me for a second while I have a sip of my green tea. Hot lunch. Oh my God. That's the problem when you clean out your green tea receptacle. Sometimes you get what I call hot lunch, where you just suck and you get pretty much fire in your throat. Do you guys call it hot lunch? Woo! All right. Holy shit. Jeremy L., welcome to Thrush. Welcome to the membership. Thanks for becoming a member. AA Ron 47, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. What? Frank Poe just became a member for 7 months. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Future nobodies in that house. Redban, let me sleep in the janitor closet at Sunset for a month so I can hustle some flyers. What? Future Nobody, we should talk. I'll talk. I'll send you an email soon. You don't have to live in a janitor's closet, but I could probably hire you for something, right? If anyone needs some badass flyers, or if you want any kind of Photoshop shit, if you got like a family photo and you've always wanted to Photoshop somebody out of it, or do any kind of artwork, always reach out to Future Nobody. I think he's Future Nobody 2 on Twitter or Instagram. I don't know. Just look at anything I've posted. Usually, a lot of times I have Future Nobody on there. He can help you guys out. You're a great editor and next level creator. Thank you, Ron47. Thank you, buddy. I haven't been editing as much. I mean, Kill Tony's editing, but it's more like switching cameras for the most part. I do miss old school editing. I do miss it. But, you know, I have to be, it's so funny. Like, I have to have a reason to edit, you know, like just, I kind of want to edit a new opening for Virtual Redban. I really like the one where it has, that was made by Shane, where we're all dancing around. That used to be my birthday video he gave me. And I've been sometimes throwing up instead of doing my normal opening for Virtual Redban. I kind of, I like that. And I kind of want to do, just makes me just want to re-edit a new opening though. Cause the normal opening where I love, where it's like going up the roller coaster and showing like the computers and stuff like that. It's going, woo, 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 things like that. I love that opening, but after seeing it so many times, I'm just like, man, I need to edit something else. But those kind of videos, it's like one of those things where I have to sit down, smoke a lot of green tea, have a good buzz going, and be in the zone. And that only happens like, I don't know, it's like seasons. Like sometimes I feel like that mode, and other times I'm like, that's not working though. Sometimes I'm in tune with like, all right, now I need to have this and do this, and I want to make this sound effect go here, and then other times I'm just like, roller coaster. Let's go to the sunshine. It's weird. Jeremy, thanks for the $5 tip. Any chance you can make it to the Sunshine Comedy Fest in Tampa? David, Cam, Jeremiah, Uncle Laser just confirmed. Appreciate all the content. Thank you, Jeremy, for the tip. Tampa, huh? What? I hate comedy festivals. I'm going to tell you right now. I hate comedy festivals. I am going to Skankfest this year. I've been to every single Skankfest. Now it's like I can't even skip a year because I feel like that would be rude. Because I've gone to so many now, and that would be like weird if I didn't go. But overall, I hate comedy festivals. Comedy festivals are not fun for comedians. A, you don't get paid barely anything. B, it's like you're getting thrown into like, oh God, I have to do this, and then I have to walk over there and do this. Like it's like you're just being used like a whore, and like you want to be like, oh, I want to have fun, and I don't know. Most comedy festivals are just not fun. I'm not saying Sunshine Comedy Festival isn't, different or anything like that. Yeah, it's Florida, and Florida's always nice, right? But when is Sunshine Comedy Festival? David, Cam, Jeremiah, and Uncle Laser. Cam's cool, man. So is David. So is all those guys. But I've been hanging out with Cam a lot. Cam hangs out at Sunset a lot. Him and David Jolly hung out with Cam and David all night last night. Cam is so nice. I'm so glad I met Cam and David Jolly. Jeremy, you gonna tell me when the Sunshine Festival is, or did you already? Jade Visuals in the chat. What's up, Jade? I wonder if there's any new surprises tonight, Jay. Did GG update the avatar at all? It's been a while. He said he was going to do one a week. I wonder if I have a new update tonight. I can't wait to see. January 11th through the 14th. I'm going to tell you right now, Florida in January does sound kind of nice. Let me see real quick. Let me just see something real quick. Maybe. I don't have it, I've not been asked to be on that. So we're definitely not doing a Kill Tony there if that's what you're trying to get to. Tony's probably not going to want to do it. I heard, because I have heard somebody else talk about the Sunshine Comedy Festival before, and what they said is like, oh, well, David's here and Cam's here. Maybe we can get other people here and do a Kill Tony. We're not doing that. If you want to see Kill Tony, you have to come to Austin, Texas. It's going to be like Cats when it was only in New York. But you remember when Cats was only in New York? It depends how old you are. But there was a time when that Cats the musical, like you had to go to New York, or it was Chicago, one of the two. And then it became so big, so popular, then they made a Cats in like New York. Now imagine that. Imagine if Kill Tony became so popular, where me and Tony were like, yeah, we'll sign that check. And there was a Kill Tony in New York every week. And it was like different hosts, and like all the characters were different, but they all played us. How fucking cool would that be, dude? If there was an actor that played Tony, if there was an actor that played me, there was an actor that pretty much played all the regulars, but then they did real bucket pulls. I kind of like that. I think that's fucking hilarious, actually. I think it's like the best idea in the world. Like if there was an actor that played Tony, an actor played me, an actor that played William, and all the regulars, but yet the bucket pulls were the same. Maybe me and Tony could find the right price to allow that to happen. All right. That was not supposed to be an evil witch's cackle. Hilarious. It's a format, dude. Yeah, that's what it is. The whole thing's a format, dude. Dude. All right, let's look at some other VR news real quick, and then we'll go into virtual reality. Real quick, Dirt Rally Studio announces EA Sports WRC PC VR support coming post-launch. Codemasters, the EA studio behind the Dirt Rally franchise, which is a great franchise, announced that its next off-road road racing title, WRC, is set to include a post-launch VR support for its PC release. The game is set to land on multiple platforms, PS5, Xbox, all of them, PC. However, VR support isn't planned on launch day. It's not certain when it's going to come, and it's not certain when the VR mode's coming to PC, although what is certain, it's not coming to PSVR. So this is something that's weird. That's interesting. This is something that's only coming to PC, which I find very interesting. This game's pretty big, and they're pretty much saying, no, it's only coming to PC. That never happens. Exclusive to PC. Well, let's just check out the trailer for the regular game and imagine it's in VR, since I have no idea what this game is all about.
This is not racing.
This is not racing. This is shotgun fast.
This is hard-stopping, skull-shaking corners. This is gut-wrenching airtime.
Oh my gut, I swear to God, my gut in VR is even more gut-wrenching.
This is nature's wrath.
It's slightly raining.
Turn 2 left.
This is near misses. And almost made it. This is marginal gains.
This is a video game cut with a lot of real video stock footage that we got.
This is the very limits of control. This is the weight of history.
I will not stop. I will not stop.
Over finish.
Oh, they love
This
each other.
is greatness.
Hard left over crest into early flat right.
I'm not gonna lie, the game looks pretty fucking nice. You know, obviously this is just a trailer. And I just want to see actual gameplay. Do we have any gameplay from it? EA Sports WRC. Gameplay. Wow, that's the first thing that came up. Huh. Gameplay.
Dirt Rally gameplayu.
All right, this is from Lucic K. His voice is very trebled. Not troubled. Oh, there is no game. He's just looking at the trailer trying to find gameplay. Yeah, you son of a bitch. All these. There is no gameplay trailer yet. So we definitely don't know what it's going to look like in VR. There you go. So that is, that game comes out November 3rd. So who knows when we'll get the actual virtual reality update for PC only, it looks like. And, you know, it'll be very interesting to see if it's going to be like a Gran Turismo. You know, Gran Turismo on PS5, probably the reason why they're not having it on PS5, they're only having it on PC, is because Gran Turismo is on PS5 VR, the newest Gran Turismo, and that's badass. And this is probably like their actual, you know, competition. So they're like, all right, well, then we're only going to be on PC. Maybe. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Andrew Lappin C. What do you call a trans man who doesn't eat? What? What is your fucking dumbass joke? Oh, what? All right, I'm going to go back to my news. Thanks for the tip, idiot. Border Bots VR gameplay trailer. What is that? I'm sorry, Andrew. It's a herbivore. Andrew, please don't. Thank you for the tip, man. Thank you. Thank you for the $2 bill. Like it's like my grandma giving me her little funny money every year. She would always give me a $2 bill every year for Christmas. Bill. I wish I kept all of them just for fun. But instead I was like, oh, I'm going to buy fucking grasshoppers with them. I don't know what the fuck I did. What is this? Border Bots is like Papers, Please for VR, coming to Steam VR and PSVR 2 this month. Anyways, this has been 5 years since the demo came out. And it was called Border Patrol. So let's just see what let's just go to the fucking YouTube page. What are we doing here? We're all grown adults. You know what? We're going to restart this trailer because, calm down. Look at those power gloves he's got there right there. All right, let's check this out. It's called Border Bots VR. This is the announcement trailer.
Rated T for teen.
Newbie, I heard about you on the news. They seem to be calling you number one. And this gets us to...
Whoa! Calm down. Calm down with that. This animation, this art style. It's kind of, you know, that's another time we could talk about art styles.
Why you are here.
Good morning.
Some robots have started ignoring their instructions. Until we work out what is going on, robot travel is being carefully controlled via these checkpoints. Operation of this checkpoint is going to be all down to you. Every robot needs to present a valid travel pass. You must confirm all the details are correct. And one final thing, we are restricting what items robots can travel with. We've added a contraband app to the screencast that shows what items are and are not allowed each day. And see you tomorrow, newbie.
I will not accept this catastrophe.
Well, come on, hurry up. Please select the one which most closely aligns with your emotional state.
Cat. I'm sorry, I'm switching back over to Cat, guys. Big update. Switching over to Team Cat. I was already on Team Cat because I have Shih Tzus. Wait, what are we talking about? I'm on Team 17. I mean, no, 18. 18 and up. 18 and up. What the fuck was I just saying right there? What have you done to me, PlayStation? The West Paul. When is Alex Jones? Thanks for the tip, buddy. When is Alex Jones coming back on Kill Tony? As soon as possible, I hope. I talked to him recently. He liked my new shirt. You know, from shopsquad.tv. He really enjoyed my Tower 7 shirt. Very small amounts being made. Parody. All right, let's check out something else. Meta is reportedly partnering with LG to create an Apple Vision Pro competitor. Of course, Zuck is freaking the fuck out. He has spent millions, if not billions of dollars just pumping money into VR, and I respect him so hard for that. But also, you know, I feel like screaming at him too. But of course, when Apple announced their new headset, he has to be freaking out. So Meta is freaking out and supposedly going to team up with LG to help battle him. And yeah. Supposedly, reports are saying that there's two new Meta headsets, a low-cost Quest model that would be priced less than $200. It will probably be a Quest 2. They'll probably do iPhone 101 or Apple 101 and make the Quest 2 $200. That's probably what's going to happen. Like the Quest 2, they'll still sell, but it'll be $200, and the Quest 3 will be $400 to $500. You know, that's just Apple pricing 101. So it's probably not a new headset. Maybe they'll update some little things. But they're also saying, instead of the Quest 3, a high-priced model in joint venture with LG in 2025, which is supposedly set to take on the Apple Vision Pro, kind of like the Meta Quest Pro. Look at this sweet baby. Are you going to make something to attack Apple? Are you going to make something sweet and sexy and cool, and it's going to battle Apple? Fuck that headset. Fuck it. Fucking fuck that. Fuck their support and fuck everything. Anyways, they already made that. It's called the Quest Pro, and it was released for $1,500 that I purchased it at like an idiot. I knew it was a bad idea. And then literally 2 months later, they dropped the price $500 because it is a shit show. Anyways, the report maintains the name of the Meta LG headset will be Meta Quest 4 Pro. So this is not even the Quest 3 Pro. This is the Quest 4 Pro. So this is coming in 2 years. I don't give a shit. Spellcaster, Waltz of the Wizard coming to PSVR 2 in October. Well, let's just watch the trailer. Okay. I get why they mix in like video of people playing the game. I get it because they're teaching people that it's virtual reality. You know what I mean? Like all these companies have to mix in a couple frames of somebody going, and you look dumb when you're playing VR. I'm sorry. Even if you have the camera on the ground, they're trying to make this guy look cool. There's no way to make anyone look cool when they're doing VR. So, but I get why they have to do this so that if you don't play VR and you don't know anything about virtual reality, that it's marketing is showing you that it's this person playing VR the whole time. But don't you think there should be two versions of this commercial? Like you should be able to change like the language from Mexican to SAP or English or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like you should be able to turn on the closed captions, but it just changes it from, no, we're not going to show you these people in VR. You know, like there has to be a director's cut for people that don't need to see this guy holding these. You know, we just need to see the gameplay. All right, we get it. We get what's going on. Look, I'm so glad. Like I was like, oh, hopefully they show more of the editing of the people. And look at this girl. Look at this little Robin Hood bit. Wait, is that the guy? Oh, I thought it was a girl. Wait, is this the same guy that just we're showing? Oh my God, it is. It's wearing the same shirt. I'm sorry, I thought that was a girl. Oh my God, I thought it was like, look, they're showing girls do. Or you know what? Never mind. A girl. This is a girl. God. With those beautiful tattoos. This beautiful art. Beautiful design. Definitely not memes. All over your fucking arm. You know, that's the kind of shit that can get covered up pretty easy, though. You know, when you have like literally the drawings I put on my notepad in middle school on your arms. You're doing great. Focusing a lot more times on your arms. I guess your eyebrows are fine. We don't need to see. Who's this guy, you whore? Wait, is this the guy? Is that the guy or the girl? Wait, where's the girl at? Man, why are they focusing all these guys? But you don't have to show this guy. I don't like this is like some upside down pineapple shit. Are they tag teaming that poor girl with her tattoos? Are they? Oh my God. He disappeared. Oh! Well, he trims his fingernails really well. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's somebody that he's got those short fingernails. I have adult fingernails where I'm not obsessive, where I cut below the tip of my finger. You know? I don't do whatever that shit is. That kind of creeps me out. Why am I, I'm supposed to be looking at the virtual reality. I'm not supposed to be focusing on this guy's nails. another voice? Does everyone has to be like,
The rain is coming.
just because we all have a friend that can do this voice? Yeah, we all can kind of do this voice. I'm sure if I ask everyone in the chat room, hey, can you do this voice? I bet over 30% of the people can do a close to accurate,
Oh, here we come. The rain. Oh, hey. Snurf. Oh, He-Man. Oh, Thundercats. What?
Orko. What am I talking about? See, this is what happens when I do too much of the, we've been going long on part 1 of Virtual Redban tonight. But you know what? We took a day off. That's fine, right? It's early. It's still 9:42. This is just going to be an extended part 1. I'm sorry. I have no. This is going to be a disaster for part 2, though. I'm telling you right now, Virtual Redban part 2 is going to be a disaster.
Into the fortress. Into the fortress.
Pitiful creatures.
Pitiful creatures.
They won't last long.
Beautiful creatures.
Not when it takes the artifact.
We gotta find them.
Keep your eyes closed. I'm gonna hide.
Keep your ass closed. Wait, what did he say? I might fuck you from behind?
I'm gonna hide.
Oh, that's my fault.
Keep your eyes closed.
Eyes closed. Keep your ass closed. Might fuck you from behind. Let me try it again. Keep your ass closed. I'm gonna fuck her from behind. Wait, hold on. I got it. Keep your ass closed. I might fuck her from behind. I don't know what's going on right now, guys. I am sorry. Shit, what's this?
Man, PlayStation's been on a roll.
All right,
when it comes to making
get out of here, lady. Frank Poe, can I please send you a piece of art to your P.O. box? I got for Christina Mariani. Can I ship you, mail to you? Honestly, I'm sorry. I cannot take anything from any other comedian. If you want to ship something to Christina Mariani, I can ask her where to ship it. But I am not going to babysit anything. Like, I don't want this in my life. Mostly because of fingerprint reasons. Christina used to be my babysitter. That's a different time for a different story, but if you've been to a secret show, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm excited for this next one. I think I skipped a couple. You know what? I'm just going to do this before the other ones. Hands on, I was a huge Wallace and Gromit fan. I don't know about you. Crackling Toast Gromit is one of my favorites. I love Wallace and Gromit. You found out a secret about me that I don't think I've ever shared to anybody. But I love Wallace and Gromit. Man, I'm sipping down these drinks, guys. But Wallace and Gromit in the Grand Getaway captures the essence of the films in a debut at the Venice Immersive. Here is our full hands. Let's just check out the teaser. There is a VR Wallace and Gromit, guys. Are you kidding me right now? Hold on. I gotta get this right because I fucking love Wallace. You guys like Wallace and Gromit? You know who the fuck I'm talking about? Wallace and Gromit? In the chat room, please tell me you know Wallace and Gromit. If you don't know Wallace and Gromit, you guys got to get a bunch of green tea and just sit back. I tried to show it to Janice, but I think she's too young for it. I think you have to be I don't know, man. Maybe it's not good, but I love Wallace and Gromit. And I love the chickens, and I love everything about Wallace and Gromit. Especially if you like, I don't know, just the faces of the dog, man, Jesus. And the dorky dork. All right, you know what? Let's just watch this trailer. So this is called Wallace and Gromit. In the Grand Getaway, it's the official teaser. If you want to go to Wallace and Gromit on YouTube, you can find out more. Or watch this again. Man, this looks great. Imagine this in VR.
Oh, what a cracker of a morning. The Grand Getaway. It's a right blast.
That's it. No! Oh, God damn it, I got fooled. Don't you fucking hate? Don't you fucking hate when it's that big of a teaser? Just give me 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 second of something. This is the worst day of my life. Now I just want to watch Wallace and Gromit, honestly. Let's just skip down to the bottom. Anyways, Wallace and Gromit and the Grand Getaway arrives this year on the Quest. Well, there we go. There's a screenshot right here. God. The Grand Getaway, huh? Let me see if I can find a better gameplay video or something. This is all just the trailer. Looks like there is no gameplay yet for it, I guess. God darn it. If you don't know Wallace and Gromit, you gotta just check out Wallace and Gromit also. I'm angry. Maybe it's a British thing, though. Maybe you have to be British or British sensitive to like it. Who knows? It's upsetting to me. But I love Tetris. Tetris, one of my favorites. Tetris Effect Connected will receive a PlayStation VR 2, a physical edition. I own this game. Are you saying I'm going to be able to play this on my PS VR 2? It looks like so. Announced Tetris Effect Connected will receive a standard version for $40 and a collector's edition for $100. While the standard release doesn't feature any extras, the collector's edition includes a collector's box. Oh, this is a new Tetris. I thought it was the other Tetris. Never mind. So this is coming out. I will play this. One of the many PSVR 2 launch games in February, Tetris Effect Connected joined, whatever, I don't even know. But you can buy a physical version of Tetris Effect Connected starting on September 12th. Okay. Good to know. Can we see a trailer? You guys like Tetris games? I have a lot of them. I thought, yeah, I have this. Tetris Effect Connected. Oh, it's different. No, I have this game. Or is it for Switch? Janice, what are you doing? Whoa, what are you guys doing?
One of the first formal studies of the phenomenon was at Harvard Medical School in the year 2000.
Participants played the game for 7 hours each, spread over the course of 3 days.
Remarkably,
63% of the participants,
what is this?
Almost 2/3, reported seeing imagery from the game.
Just show me the fucking gameplay, guys. Show me the gameplay. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Hours after they finished playing, often just as they were falling asleep.
Look.
Blocks. They all saw blocks.
Wait. Am I going to get a copyright strike from this shit? Who is this? Is this a real song? Who is that? Janice? What are you doing there, Janice? Get out of there. Janice. Oh my God. Oh my God, Janice. If I walked in and saw this, Janice. Who is this? Who is this, Janice? Who is this? You hanging out? Who's the guy on the right? I'm more concerned about the guy on the right. Like, who the fuck is that guy? Janice. God damn it, Janice. Like, how the fuck did she meet these guys? And really? I'm walking in seeing them all fucking playing Nintendo Switches. I mean, are you kidding me right now? This is so gross. This is so gross. If I saw this. No! Oh! What? Oh. Janice! Who is this guy? Janice! Who is this? Come here! Who is this guy? Come here. We just found this old video of you, and I just want to make sure, like, who is this guy that's, like, you're playing games with and looking at each other with? Like, look at this, Janet. Hold on. Let me get in there.
What? What is this gonna be?
All right. Just don't move out of that frame. Do you remember this commercial that you did like 2 weeks ago? I think you said you did it. Here we go. Let me press play. What? Who? Where did you meet this guy? Oh, where did you meet that guy?
You made me walk up the stairs for this?
Who are these guys? How'd you meet them? All right, you're not gonna talk? Just get away. Come on. Try to get to the bottom of it. I have no answers. Whose bed is that? Hey, whose bed was it at the end, though? Oh, my God. You know what? She did not just say Danny Masterson's. She definitely did not say Danny Masterson. If she did, that's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. If she said Danny Masterson right there, I have to, like, go back and check the tape. You know, I have nothing else I can talk about. I'm too upset right now. There was one more thing or maybe two more things, but I'll just save it for next time. I might go live tomorrow. Who knows? You know, we'll see. See what happens. But guys, if you're new here, welcome to Virtual Redban. Virtual Redban's in 2 parts. This first part was me just talking to myself and going crazy. And the second part is where we go into virtual reality. And that's right, we have an updated simulation of what virtual reality could look like. See in the background right there? Imagine me being in the middle of it going, whoa, what am I doing? You know, it's pretty much like this. But anyways, Part 2 of Virtual Redban will start in about 10 minutes or so. So after this part ends, which it's about to end right now, wait 10 minutes and go on my Twitter, find the link for part 2. If you're on YouTube, just refresh the page in about 10 minutes. Whatever, I'll Instagram it also, if you're lucky. But part 2 starts in about 10 minutes. We're going to jump into virtual reality. Maybe we can find some interesting things tonight. Maybe we'll explore and go to virtual boy levels. Maybe we'll, try to find some interesting new places. Or maybe I'll be really drunk and we'll just float in a pool and talk about racist people. Who knows? Part 2 of Virtual Redban is going to start in about 10 minutes. Grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, make a baby, film how you made the baby, and send it to me at, my P.O. box and my email's right there. Send me some photos of your girl getting babies in her. But you have 10 minutes. Grab a drink, take a piss, do it, whatever. See you very fucking soon.